Well, good morning. Actually, I just kind of wanted to get this video out for everybody. I'll be the first one to admit, finding a foundation is just a pain in the rear. Especially right now, as we have changed the foundations, the ones that we had all been used to in the past are no longer available. So we've got 5 new foundation formulas. I thought, first of all, I'll do a video about which one is the coverage type and what the benefits of our formula. Then I will go through and do a video at a later date, probably next week, on how to find your right shade, because it does make quite a bit of difference. The other thing I will say is, once you kind of go through and get an idea of which formula you would like to try, we actually have on my website a color matching tool. That way it does kind of take the guesswork out of it. Click on one of the formulas and there will be a little, looks like a kind of a camera icon. You can click that and then that will bring you to the specific shades in that particular product. So let's dive right in and start talking about foundation. You can see I actually do not have any foundation on right now. I put a primer on this morning and that was it, mainly because I knew I wanted to come on here with some information. We're going to start with the lightest and the sheerest coverage. The sheerest coverage right now is our Magic's Tint. It's a moisturizer. So it has really sheer coverage. Let me tell you a couple of the other benefits about it. It actually comes in 6 shades. It does leave a radiant finish because it is a moisturizer. It also blurs minor imperfections, and I've noticed that. It does have an all-day wear. And because it's a moisturizer, it has vitamin E and other moisturizing benefits built right in. One thing that I will caution you right now, none of our products have any sunscreen in it. So my recommendation is you absolutely put a sunscreen on. Find a primer with the sunscreen, or even your normal morning moisturizer with the sunscreen on it. So let me kind of show you what this Magic Tint, and it's just, I still do everything pretty much with my fingers. I know a foundation brush or sponge is probably better, but I don't have one right now. So I'm going to show you, and this obviously is not the right color for me, but I want to show you how blendable it is. See how it just kind of blends in? And it has just a sheer look. You can see that. Now, as I said, this one does come in 6 shades. The nice thing about just a tinted moisturizer, it will blend easily with your skin. Now, if you're looking for something with the medium coverage, we've got 2 products. The first is an ink lasting cushion foundation. This is a medium coverage foundation. And it looks like a compact, so it's actually a liquid foundation inside of there. So when you open it, it will, and this one's been used, look like this. This is actually the applicator that you will use, the foundation sponge. Then you will see that you pop this open, and underneath is sponge, and you can see by my finger, full of foundation. So essentially it is a bottle of foundation inside here soaked into that sponge. So to use it, you simply take the top sponge, dip it in there, and you can see it's got some color on it, and apply. Now, once again, this is not the right color I would be wearing normally. I've got a bunch of different colors. I just kind of want to show you the formulas itself, not the right colors. See, and you can, this one will blend pretty easy. And the biggest thing with this one is that it provides a natural matte finish. It's not gradient, it's just more matte. It also has you can do a little bit more even application because of the sponge that comes with it. It's medium to full coverage. You can build it. So if you want more coverage, put it on, let it set a little bit, put another layer on. It is long wearing and it comes in 18 different shades. The shades are also available in what we call warm, neutral, or cool undertones. When we go to talk about finding your perfect shade of foundation, we'll talk more about the warm, cool, and natural undertones, or neutral undertones, I mean. The other thing is, where I get this open back up. For a little bit better coverage, see how I'm now going back through and patting it in? And this thing, make it last a little bit longer because you're going to be taking the product off the top. Take a tweezers, and I'm just going to use my fingers, and see how much foundation is on there. You can see. You just simply flip that over, and it's almost like getting a new compact. That is the new Ink Lasting Cushion Slim Fit. It's one of our Face Shop products. The other one for medium coverage that a lot of people have kind of turned to for right now, and I think quite honestly it has more to do with the cost than anything, and that is our Magic Wand. This was also one that came out before the Face Shop and the Cashmere collections came out. So this is what this is what the Magic Wand looks like. You can see the size. It almost looks like a tube of lipstick. But when you open it, you can see it is actually the foundation. And you can see it twists up for more or less. I have noticed this one does seem a little bit more dry for a lot of people. That's why I do recommend putting a primer on first. This one does help to control shine. Essentially, it is as if you would have like a powder, but in a cream format, if that makes any sense. More than like kind of the mineral powder. Anyway, the other thing that I did, and I want to show you, this one I've been using a while, but because the color's on the bottom and it has a tendency to come off, and without opening each and every time, you can obviously see these are a little bit different, but you'd have to open them. I actually wrote and just put a sticky note on the bottom what the color was, mainly because I've actually started using 3 of these colors to blend. Let me show you how I do that. This is a lighter color. Here's a little bit darker color. And then here's more of the color that matches my foundation. You can see that blends in and blends together very good. Easily. One thing I do want to mention, if you notice, I'm only using the ring finger, a little bit of the middle finger. That was something I learned as a teenager. The biggest reason is you have a little bit more muscle in here and you have a tendency to push harder, which pulls your skin. So if you're going to use your fingers, use, a lighter touch, because it's harder for me, at least, to do that with this first finger a lighter touch. This one feels like a lighter touch to me. Some of the benefits of the magic wand are, it is a really light, airy formula when it goes on. Like I said, it feels a little bit dry to some people, but it also feels light and airy. It is water resistant and crease resistant. So if you're going to be swimming, or something like that in water, this is water resistant. You can go just by adding more on, get as dark as you want to be. So it's buildable. The other nice thing, this, because of the size it is, you can take it on airplanes, which is kind of a nice thing. You can keep it in your purse. You can keep it any place for if you just need a little touch-up on the go. For those that are vegan, this is a vegan formula. And it does have the vitamin, it has shea butter in it and vitamin E in it. So even though it's kind of feels like a powdery formula, it's got that shea butter and vitamin E to make it kind of a creamy powder, if that makes any sense at all. Formula I want to talk about, we're going to start getting into some full coverage formulas. These are, the Cashmere Complexion is the newer one that we've come out with. And it is a long wear foundation. It is an Avon brand product compared to the other ones that are Face Shop. And then the Magic Wand is also Avon branded. This one obviously is not the right color for me. It is a very light color. But I want to show, this comes what they call a doe foot on here. I don't know if you can see, if I can put it someplace where you can see the angle of that brush, and you can see how, a sponge I mean, and how much foundation is on there. This allows you to put it on your face, and then if you need dots to conceal an area, I'm going to show you this one. Obviously is not the right color for me. It's way too light. But I do kind of want to show you that it will blend in very well. Now, when I put this one on, it almost feels like a silky, powdery feeling on it. The benefits of this, like I said, it is 24-hour wear. It's water resistant. You can build the coverage. So you can put it on, let it sit a little bit, add another layer if you want much more coverage. It has a matte finish. It actually helps, blur some of the fine lines and wrinkles. It has antioxidant botanical extracts in it. It has artichoke and butterfly lavender extracts in it. It's fragrance-free, sulfate-free, and this is also a vegan formula. This one comes in 30 different shades. This one is also labeled warm, neutral, or cool for when we start talking about exact colors. This one is a little bit more of a full coverage, and like I said, this one feels like silk on my face. Now, I want to show you that once it kind of set, look, there is no moving it. The ink lasting slim fit foundation. Now, I quite honestly did not like this at all when I first tried it. It felt really, really greasy. Then I actually did something that I should have done, start with and read the directions. It recommends right on the bottom that you shake it well And that's probably because of a lot of the oils and stuff that are in it, the moisturizers. It is a lightweight formula, and I think the problem I had that it felt greasy was I didn't shake it enough. So if you're going to try this one, make sure that you shake it first and then use it. I am going to, this one is of course a darker shade. And once I did shake it up, I noticed I liked it a little bit better. You can see it is a liquid, it is running, so it's not that thick. Let me wear someplace I didn't put any on. And it takes very little. And I did this just to kind of, this is a medium to full coverage. It will blend in. This is a long wearing also, which is one thing I've noticed a lot of times. The longer wearing has a tendency to me feel a little bit drying. I haven't noticed that with any of these. These all feel more, if anything, over moisturizing. So this one is the lightweight formula, and it's made to create the flawless skin. Once I figured it out, I think all of us that had used the flawless liquid in the past, I think this is going to be something that we're going to like. I just had to get used to the formula and shake it. That was the biggest thing. So, we've gone over the 5 different new formulas for some of our foundation, and I want you to kind of see once again that one. There's no moving it. The other thing I did notice that when it was still wet, I can blend it quite a bit. So even if you happen to get a little shade up or down, or your undertones warm or cool or neutral or a little bit different, it is very blendable. So we're going to go back from the sheerest. This is the one I had that was the sheerest coverage. That is just moisturizer. This is a medium coverage, our ink, the ink lasting, and I believe I put that one right in there. The other medium coverage is the Magic Wand, and I know I did that kind of over here. Cashmere Collection, and I think they did name this one right. That's a sidetrack, but I think it does feel silky like cashmere, like a cashmere sweater. I put that one here. You can see the coverage. And then our ink lasting foundation I put over here. And once again, none of the colors are the right color for me. Go to the website and find that formula. So if you want to try on the magic tint, go find this formula. There should be a little camera icon underneath it. Click that and then follow the directions. One thing I will warn you, I had the settings turned off so that my internet cannot access my camera. Therefore, I had to change those settings, and it'll pop right up and tell you that. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You can also connect with me on Facebook, Pinterest, or YouTube.